Hey everybody, it is Marissa, your life insurance broker. Now, I know I've reached out to some of you recently and I was letting everyone know, hey, listen, if you want to know more about life insurance, please let me know. I would love to be your agent. Now, most of the responses I receive from you guys is, oh, thanks Marissa. That's awesome. I have life insurance already. And you know what? That's great. That's the first step, because even knowing that you guys value life insurance, I feel like that definitely is important to me, knowing that I am talking to someone that values something that's going to benefit their family when they pass away. But one thing that's really important to know is, what type of life insurance do you have? Now, if you decided, there's three things that you can decide in life, and when it comes to protecting your family with life insurance, is one would be do nothing. Okay, doing nothing. I would say that I would hope that you would agree that's not an option. You want to do something for your family, whether it was leaving cash or some type of benefit to make sure that they're taken care of in the event that they pass away. Now, some of you have mentioned, yeah, I have life insurance, but I have life insurance with my employer. Okay, that's great. That's so awesome, because if your employer is offering life insurance, why not take it? I'd say definitely take it. Don't not take it, because if they are offering you life insurance while you're employed there, why would you not want to? Because if you died, they're paying out to your family. Now, one thing to know is that your employer's life insurance, that benefit that they gave you, that benefit right there is a term. It's a term benefit because it is through your employer, which it is a group. It's a group package that your employer gets the best discount ever to make sure that you guys are covered. Okay. Now, one time, let me just explain something. I used to work at Academy Bus, and I was employed there from 2013 until COVID 2020. And I just knew I had coverage. I knew I had coverage, because I'm like, if anything happened, I also have personal coverage too. Let me tell you the story. So I'm thinking to myself, hey, if anything happens, I still have my life insurance with Academy, because of course they gave that to me when I started. But little did I know that life insurance ended. I had no idea that it ended 30 days after I was no longer employed there. I was laid off, you guys. I was laid off, and I still thought I had life insurance with that company. I had no idea. Now, there's a lot of things that we're not educated with, and if I can be the one to help you guys get yourself into a better position, or, helping you to understand what it is that you're signing or sign, because I'm not going to help you do an application with somebody else, but if you happen to have life insurance right now and you're like, I don't know what I'm going to get out of this, what am I going to benefit? Is my life insurance going to end? Because if it's term, which means it has a limited time, which means it will end just like your employers. So if you're employed right now and you have these great benefits with life insurance that your employer is offering you, take it. Absolutely. Take it. But very important is to have something, having your own private life insurance, because that will never end. That will never end. And one thing that I can say is, during COVID wasn't the easiest time for me in my life. Definitely was not. Like I said, I was laid off. I ended up taking out my 401k. I took out my IRA in order to survive, and my unemployment didn't pay out for 11 months. So of course I had to figure something out. Okay. So this is a true story. And I just want you guys to know that if you have some type of private insurance, it will cover you for your life, and it's not going to end whether your employment ends or not. Now, luckily, the private insurance that I had when I signed up in 2015, I got my life insurance for me and my kids, and 2020 happens. This guy came knocking on my door. You can ask my boyfriend. This guy comes knocking at my door, and he's like, your policy's gonna lapse. And I'm like, at first I thought, because they sent some random guy to my door, he wasn't the guy I signed up with life insurance with, but I knew for sure that he was the life insurance guy with all my information at the door. So he's like, your policy's gonna lapse. And I told myself, well, I said, I have life insurance with my employer, and oh shoot, there's a car behind me. So I said, well, I have life insurance with my employer. And he was like, well, even explain to me, if you're laid off, you don't have that coverage anymore. And you know what's crazy? I still didn't believe it. And he told me, he said, if there is anything that you can continue paying, and it's something that's going to help benefit your family when you pass, because he was like, Marissa, this is not about you. He's like, you're the one who's going to die, and this is what it's going to cover. So there are so many things that you can do with life insurance, whether you're only wanting to cover the life of someone's death, or also covering bills, mortgage, having a savings on the side just in case. For anything, you can seriously do anything with your life insurance. Also, they have some great cash benefit on the side. So one thing I want to point out to you is we all have to pay for some type of insurance. We pay for dental insurance if you have it. We pay for medical insurance, and my favorite, we all pay for car insurance, right? We trust in that. We definitely trust in that. So if we trust in the car insurance, and the only thing that the car insurance is promising to pay is if you pay a certain amount each month, and even if you get in an accident, total your car, you still have to pay this deductible before we pay anything out. All right? Now, depends on your coverage. All right? It all depends on your coverage. You might have something where your deductible is at about $1,000 before they even have to put anything towards your car. But guess what? If that vehicle, the damages are only about $600-$700 that you probably don't have in your account, they're not going to cover it until you pay that deductible. Well, it has to be over that amount, actually. So. But now, life insurance is come on now. If you think about it, what other insurance that you have that will definitely pay out at the end? I'm talking about paying out. You have a $40,000 coverage on yourself, on your life, right? Say if you have $40,000, they're going to pay that out. They're paying out the full $40,000, okay? Something else. Now, if they're paying out the $40,000 and let's just end it there. I just want to give you guys that to think about, okay? So if you're thinking about the type of insurance that you have, if you're unsure of the type of insurance you have, let me know. Contact me. I will help you understand what it is that you have and maybe what it is that you might need in addition, you might not know. You can have You can have as much life insurance as you want. Let's just put it that way. For good reasons, right?